this video explain in more details how to use the division sheet. The top grid, called Players and Game Info, shows every players in this division. The middle section, called Turn Order, is the exact order you will need to use to invite your opponents to the game you're gonna host. For example, the first host needs to invite these players from left to right in this specific order. If the order of invitation is not respected, the game might be restarted. Don't forget to use the right game parameters. If you're not sure, check out the rules for the details. Once you invited your opponents, make sure to write your game name in the blue section on the right. The KOS and W column shows if the player received any delays warning or if he's considered kicked on site status. This means that after a few warnings, the mod might decide to give KOS status to a player, and therefore other players can kick the specific player out of any game if he's timeout again. The next grid is called Games Input. This one is used to keep track of tribes, winners, kills, and final position of each games and players. Find your player name. Right under your name, you will see 4 columns called Tribes, W/L type, Killed by, and Turn. You must enter the tribes you picked for each game in Tribes. Once you win, get killed, resign, or get kicked out from a game, you should enter the right status. Then, in the Killed by, you need to enter who eliminated you from the game if applicable. If you resign or get kicked out, put a question mark for now. Once a player eliminates the bot from the game, they will be able to claim the kill by entering their name. Lastly, enter on what turn your win or elimination happened. If you kill a bot, do not change the turn that is already entered. This would change everyone's final position. The last grid you can edit is called Diplomatic Deals Input. Note that this grid is only available if you play in a league that allows diplomacy between players. This one is only a tool to help you keep track of any deals between 2 players, and it is not mandatory to fill this grid. The bottom 4 grids are only for showing stats. The first one is called Game Results. This grid will show the final positions of each players for each game. Next to their name, you will notice how many kills they got in that game, and also the tribe they used. Scoring and ranking shows how many points you gained so far. This grid also calculates the expected points, lowest and maximum possible amount of points you can get. The GL shows in how many games you are still active. You also have total of kills, position, different tribe picks, and penalty points. The last 2 columns show in how many games you resigned or got kicked out. The next grid shows the tribe stats used within your division. And lastly, the bottommost grid shows the statistics based on the starting position in the turn order. So every player who started first in the turn order will show in first player, and so on.